that I've had to give away. Yeah, so I did those. I collected art. I did that tools thing. I did that. I don't know. And there's other stuff around too. And I collected a lot of stuff. I collected Romero. I collect Dean, Laddie, Dill. I can't remember the names of them all.
We'll go around with the camera and get shots of all this.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, oh, there's a picture. Right there, that one, that's the one, right. That picture, this picture is a picture of me in my studio at art school, and I'm painting. I painted that thing and this thing here, which you can't possibly see, and I painted this. These were the banners that were hung up in Santa Monica for the holidays between Thanksgiving and New Year's, and they hung all over the 3rd Street Promenade area, and mine, I did quite a few of them, so many of mine were there. And this is how to make potato latkes. and some of the other stuff is just, it's just, you know, whatever. I did things, I did some other things that you could really see what they were. I did Santa Monica Pier. I did a teddy bear, great teddy bear. Anyhow, so I did do a lot of stuff, and I collected art. My parents never took me to an art museum at all, ever. The only piece of art we had in the house was an old piece that painting, old, not worth much at all, and I gave that to my brother. Finally, I rescued it because Carolyn, my last wife, held on to it. She wouldn't give it up, you know. It wasn't hers, for God's sakes. It was my mother's, you know. Should go to my brother. She fought about that. So, but we did get it, and we did get it to him, and he had it restored, and so that was nice. He's taking this piece. He's going to donate it to the flag. He's going to donate that, I think, to a fire company in Hackettstown, and it's been retitled 9/11. And originally it was anti-Vietnam War, and that's a picture of me and the kids when we got off the road and we landed in the Berkshires, and we went to I have the front page actually, the whole thing. In October of '69 in Pittsfield, there was a candle lighting vigil for the for against the war, for the troops. Never, never, never blame the troops. They do the best they can, and they do what they have to do, which they feel is right. And sometimes it's not right, but they do it because they're patriotic, they're Americans. I choke up. I'm very emotional these days. So, yeah, so I've been doing that kind of thing forever. And I don't know. If I had my legs, I'd probably be out there before, the election. I'd be out there picketing the White House and picketing one of our own senators who won re-election, but she is so not democratic. What can I say? She voted for Ashcroft. Now, how can a Democrat vote for Ashcroft? I mean, the man is a horror. He's a torturer. So, anyhow, yeah, I live among this stuff. There was much more of it before, and some of it's come down. And the art that I like is everything from, this is, I guess, could be called fine art. I have other art in the other room, and I did my stuff, and I also like kitsch. I love kitsch. So that's why that crazy clock out there, it's an eagle with a clock in its belly, and it has plastic flowers around it. So, but I love it, and it's going right up there next to an airplane that I drew freehand. So, you want to take a walk around a little?
We've got 5 minutes to take. That'll be enough for you, right? Sure. To get the shots. One thing I like to ask people to think about for a second, if in your lifetime you've learned a lot of things. If you thought you had a personal philosophy, what do you think that would be?
Oh, I've struggled for years with that. First of all, there's that part that's called religion, okay, and God and all that sort of stuff. And my own personal belief system says that there is no God, such as most people, when they think of God, they put some sort of a face on it, even if it's a man with a long beard, or if it's somebody sitting on a throne, or if it's just this kind of amorphous thing that they see, but they still can visualize something. For me, God, very simply, is that which is unknowable. Cannot be known. I don't believe in God because I can't know him. So there's that part of my belief system. I also have studied and have practiced at various times Taoism, pantheism. Right now, one of the books I'm reading is a Taoist philosophers, and they're not Lao Tzu. Because Taoism is much more than that. I believe in morality. I believe in justice. I defined that earlier on, that, I'm willing to take my whatever punishment comes to me because of those beliefs. I believe in people being courteous with each other, even though you disagree. I believe in trying to get to a consensus if it's possible, and that's what I did in Mensa. And basically, I have a moral system, an ethical system, a belief system that doesn't depend on an almighty, but does depend on things that I've come up with that I consider rationally acceptable, that would give me morality and things like that. And so it takes various forms. I mean, right now, I'm thinking in terms of, well, I'm going to die, and then I'm going to eventually break down into neutrinos. And so, I'll be scattered all over. My analogy is there's a great big ocean, and then occasionally the ocean makes a wave. And out off of the wave comes a spray, and off of the spray there's droplets, okay? And what I feel like is I'm a droplet, and then I'm going back into the ocean. As long as I remain a droplet, then I'm attached to my personal self and all of the good and bad with it. On the other side of it is that I expect to become at one with the universe, universes, whatever it is. I can't define it. I don't know what it is. I'll never know what it is. And when I die, I won't know what it is. But that's what I believe is in store. And along the way, I've tried to be as good as I could within the limits that I have. And it's very difficult when you're manic depressive and you're hyperactive and you have attention deficit disorder and